Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is all about finding the volume of composite solid. So without further ado, let's do this topic. Now I will give you two examples class for you to really understand this one. And this will be our illustration for example number 1. And this will be our illustration for example number 2. Now for example number 2 class, this will be quite complicated because our given height is not the actual height, it is the slant height. Once again, class, a slant height is the distance along the lateral face from the center part of this lateral face going to the apex. This lateral face, this triangle, is what we call the lateral face. So we don't have the given actual height. Check this one out, class. For example, number 1, this is the height, class, from the apex to the center part of the base. But in this scenario, class, for number 2, we don't have the height from the apex to the center part of the base. We only have the slant height. So therefore, we need to find the height for number 2. Once again, class, do not be worried with number 2 because we will be explaining this one step by step. Let's focus first, class, on example number 1. Alright, so let's start with example number 1. But before that, let's define first what is a composite solid. A composite solid is a three-dimensional figure made up of two or more solid objects that are connected together. So for example number 1, we have a rectangular prism and then we have a pyramid. Now, based on this given markings, class, it means they are congruent. Once again, class, if you have this kind of markings, it means they are congruent. So, the length, there would be 9 meters. So, once again, class, first step, you find the volume of this rectangular prism. And then later on, class, we find the volume of this given pyramid. So, we have 9 meters. Once again, based on this given markings, they are congruent. So, if this is 9 meters, this is also 9 meters. And this is also 9 meters here. Okay, this side is also 9 meters and this is 9 meters. So therefore, we have a square base. So the length is 9, the width is 9, and then the height is 6 meters. So first thing to do, class, we find the volume of this given rectangular prism. Do you still remember, class, the formula in finding the volume? So the volume of rectangular prism, the formula, that would be length times width times height. Simple as that, class. Length times width times height. So our length is 9 meters. So 9 meters. Then our width is also 9 meters. Once again, this is length. So this is length. And this will be our width. And this will be our height. Alright, so length is 9 meters. Width is 9 meters. And then the height is 6 meters. And then simply multiply, class. Easy as that, class. So simply multiply 9 times 9. Times 6. Therefore, the answer is 486. And then meters times meters times meters, that would be cubic meters. Do not be confused, class. Meters times meters times meters. If they have the same base, okay, same units, copy the base, copy the units, and then simply add the exponent. Understood that there's one here for the exponent. Okay, any variable, class. If you didn't see any exponent, understood that there's one there. So understood that there's one here. So simply add the exponent. So 1 plus 1. Okay, 1 plus 1 plus 1. The answer is 3. So that would be cubic meters. Alright, so we already have the volume of this given box, rectangular prism. That would be 486 cubic meters. And then next step, class, we need to find the volume of this pyramid. So therefore, we have a square base. Therefore, we have a square pyramid. So we can find the volume of this given square pyramid. Once again, class, the base, class, is 9 meters. Check this one out, class. 9 meters for the length, 9 meters for the width. This is also 9 meters. This is also 9 meters. So therefore, class, this is also 9 meters. This is 9 meters, 9 meters, and then 9 meters. So therefore, we have a square pyramid. And to find the volume of square pyramid, if you have given base edge, okay, you have given base edge, which is 9 meters, we can use this formula. The volume of square pyramid is equal to, that would be 1/3, then s squared times the height. So this is the formula, class. If you have given square pyramid, that would be the volume of square pyramid is equal to 1/3 s squared times the height. Alright, so the volume is equal to 1/3. Once again, our side, base side, that is 9 meters. So this is 9 meters. And then squared. And our height given is 5 meters. So height is 5 meters. Once again, because our height is 5 meters. So times 5 meters. And then once again class, do not multiply 9 and 5. You simplify this one first. You always follow PEMDAS class. Just remember PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So parentheses, exponents comes first before multiplication. So we need to simplify this one first. Alright, so simplify that one first. So copy volume is equal to, okay, volume is equal to 1/3. Copy 1/3. Then 9 squared, it doesn't mean 9 times 2. It means 9 times 9. So 9 times 9, that is 81. And then meters times meters, that would be meters square. Alright, and then multiply it by 5 meters. Alright, and then we can put over 1 there. That's okay. Understood that any number, there is a denominator of 1. For us not to be confused, class, simply multiply the numerators and then multiply the denominator. So volume is equal to, so that would be 1 times 81. So that would be still 81. So we can ignore 1 because 1 times 81, the answer is still 81. So simply multiply 81 and 5. 81 times 5. The answer is 405. And then meters square times meters, that would be cubic meters. Copy the base and understood that there's 1 here. Copy M. Copy the units and then add exponent. 2 plus 1, that's 3. Alright, and then the denominator, multiply 3 times 1, that's 3. Times 1, that is 3. Alright, and then simply divide class. So 405 divide 3. The answer is 135. And do not forget the units class. Cubic meters. Alright, so that's the volume of this given square pyramid. And this is the volume of this given box rectangular prism. So last step class, to find the volume. So the volume, the total volume, okay, total volume, that would be equal to the volume of rectangular prism plus the volume of square pyramid. Alright, so the volume or the total volume is equal to, so this is 486 cubic meters plus 135 cubic meters. So the total volume of this given composite solid, so let's add. Alright, so let's add this one, 486 plus 135, and the total volume class, that would be, so the total volume, or we can write this one, volume or the total volume is equal to 621 cubic meters. That's it class, all set. For example number 1. That's how you solve this one class. Find the volume of this rectangular prism and then find the volume of this given square pyramid. And then you're all set for example number 1. Alright, so once again class, if you have some questions with example number 1, do not hesitate to ask class. You put your question on the comment section down below. So let's proceed now to example number 2. Alright, so let's work on example number 2. So once again class, to find the volume of this composite solid, first step, you find the volume of the box. And then second step, you find the volume of the pyramid. So we have given length for the base. Once again class, this base right here, we have given length, that is 12 meters. Now based on the given markings, it means they are congruent. So if this is 12 meters, this is also 12 meters. This is also 12 meters, and this is 12 meters. So therefore, we have a square base. So length is 12 meters, width is 12 meters, and then the height is 9 meters. So first thing to do class, we find the volume of this given rectangular prism. And the formula, so volume of rectangular prism is equal to length times width times height. And then simply substitute the value class, the length, that is 12 meters, so 12 meters times the width, that is 12 meters, and then the height, that is 9 meters. And then simply multiply class. Easy as that class. Simply multiply. So 12 times 12 times 9. The answer is 1,296 meters times meters times meters. That would be cubic meters. Alright, so that's the volume of the box for this rectangular prism. So next step class, we need to find the volume of this given pyramid. Now we already have the value class of the side base of this given pyramid. Once again class, the formula to find the volume of the square pyramid. Sir, why do we have a square pyramid? Because our base class, once again, we have a square base, so therefore this is also a square base for the given pyramid. So if this is 12 meters, of course, this is also 12 meters. Once again, class, this is also 12 meters here. And then this is also 12 meters. And then 12 meters. And then 12 meters, right? Because we have a square base, so therefore, this is also a square base. So therefore, we have a square pyramid. And to find the volume of square pyramid, the formula, that will be the volume of square pyramid is equal to 1/3 s squared times height. This s represents for the base side or the base edge. And we have given base side that is 12 meters, but the problem there, class, for the square pyramid, we don't have the value of the height. So therefore, class, we need to find the height. So therefore, class, we need to find this one. This height, class, from the apex going to the center of the base. Okay, let me just erase this one, class. Apex going to the center of the base. Now, this one right here, class. So as you can see, class, we can form a triangle, right? Once again, class, let me just draw another illustration, class, for you not to be confused. Okay, let me draw another pyramid, class, for you not to be confused. Alright, so let me draw this one. We have a square pyramid. Once again, we have a square pyramid because we have a square base. If this is 12 meters, this is also 12 meters, 12 meters, 12 meters, and then 12 meters. So we have a square pyramid. And then we have given, so let me just draw this one, class, for you not to be confused. To illustrate, we have a triangle. Once again, class, we can form a triangle to find the height. Okay, so let me just draw it again, class, for you not to be confused. Once again, class, we have given this one slant height. Okay, once again, we have given slant height, this one. This height, this is 10 meters, right? Once again, this is 10 meters. And we're told to find the height. This one right here, class. We are told to find this one. This height. Okay, from the apex going to the center of the base. And we don't have this one, this height. We don't have this one. So as you can see, class, we can form a triangle, a right triangle. Okay, we can form a right triangle. We have given slant height. The value of this one, okay, the value of this one, this is 10 meters. And then if this is 12 meters, once again, for the base, this is 12 meters. Therefore, half of this will be 6 meters. Once again, this is 12 meters, right? This is 12 meters for the base edge. Therefore, half of 12, this will be 6 meters. And this is 10 meters, so therefore, we can find this height using Pythagorean Theorem. Once again, class, always remember this one, class. If you have a right triangle, okay, once again, if you have a right triangle, you can find the unknown side by using Pythagorean Theorem, and the formula that would be c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Always remember this one, class. If you have a right triangle, you can find any of the unknown sides by using this formula, Pythagorean Theorem, that would be c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Okay, you can use the Pythagorean Theorem or the Pythagorean Theorem, that would be c squared is equals to a squared plus b squared. And this c, class, once again, this c, it's always the longest side. This is what we call, class, the hypotenuse. Always the longest side. Okay, do not be confused, class. The c, it's always the longest side. And this will be our slant height because our slant height, class, is the longest side. Okay, once again, class, let me just erase this one for you not to be confused, class. Let's do it step by step, class. This is a right triangle. Okay, once again, this is a right triangle. If this is 12 for the width, therefore half of 12, this will be 6, right? Because from the center part of this base going to this side, half of 12, this will be 6 meters. So this is 6 meters. Then our slant height, this will be 10 meters. And then we're told to find this height. So to find this height, we can apply the Pythagorean Theorem formula. Okay, we can apply this one. Once again, c, it's always the longest side. So let's find first the value of the height by using this formula. So this will be c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. And c, it's always the longest side. So therefore, our c is 10. Okay, our c is 10. So 10, then copy squared. Once again, plus our c, the longest side, the hypotenuse. C, it's always the longest side. So therefore, c is 10. So that would be 10 squared equals, our a and b, class, it could be interchanged. You can have this one as your a, or you can have this one as your a. So it depends on you, class, which do you prefer. A and B could be interchanged. So let's have this one as our A. So this is A, and this will be our B. So we're told to find B, and that would be our height. So our A is 6, half of 12, that would be 6, so 6 squared, plus we don't have the B, we don't have the value of B, and that would be our height, so copy B squared. And then simplify, 10 squared, that would be 10 times 10, that would be 100. Once again, plus 10 squared, it doesn't mean 10 times 2, it means 10 times 10, and 10 times 10, that would be 100, equals 6 times 6, that is 36. Copy B squared, plus B squared. And then to get the value of B, you have two solutions. Let's first solution. You can apply the properties of equality. You can subtract both sides by 36, subtraction property of equality, and then you can cancel this out, and then 100 minus 36, that will be 64, equals B squared. So this is the first solution, class, subtraction property of equality. But once again, class, most of the students, they are so confused with the subtraction property of equality. Second solution, class, we can just simply transpose 36 from right to left so that the remaining equation, class, will be only B squared. Once again, class, transpose 36 from right to left so that the remaining equation will be only B squared. And once you transfer from this equal sign, you always change the sign. Okay, this is positive 36, it will be negative 36. So this will be 100 minus 36 equals B squared. And then simply subtract, you will get the same answer. 100 minus 36, that is 64, equals B squared. Alright, and then last step, class, to find the value of B, to find the height, you extract square root both sides. Extract square root both sides, extract square root both sides. Cancel this out. And then the square root of 64, that is 8. Because 8 times 8, that is 64. So square root of 64, that's 8. And then equals copy B. So therefore, class, B is equals to 8. Once again, class, this is just the same. 8 equals B. It's just the same with B equals 8. This is just the same, class. Alright, so therefore, our B is equals to 8. And our B is the height. So therefore, our height is equals to 8. So therefore, this one right here, class, height is equals to 8. Question. Now, can we find the volume of the square pyramid? Yup. We can now find the volume of the square pyramid because we have the base edge, that is 12 meters, and then we have the height, that is 8 meters. So quite complicated, right, for number 2. But once again, let's just simply use this one, the Pythagorean Theorem or the Pythagorean Theorem, in finding the value of any unknown side if you have a right triangle. So this is a right triangle, class, once again. Okay, this is perpendicular lines from the apex going to the center of the base, and then this line. So we have a right triangle. So that's why we can use the Pythagorean Theorem. Alright, so let's find the volume of the square pyramid. And then we're all set. So volume of square pyramid is equal to 1/3. Once again, our base edge, that would be 12 meters. So 12 meters. Do not forget squared. And then the height is 8 meters. Alright, so volume of square pyramid, once again, copy 1/3. Simplify this one first before you multiply it by 8. So 12 times 12, that would be 144. And then meters times meters, that would be meters squared. And then copy 8 meters. And then we can put over 1 here, that's okay. Understood that there's 1 here for the denominator. Any number, understood that there's a denominator of 1. So we can put over 1 class for us not to be confused. And then volume of square pyramid equals, multiply the numerators. Once again, class, this 144 came from 12 times 12. 12 square, it means 12 times 12. And that would be 144. And then meters times meter, that would be meters squared. Because you need to simplify this one first before you multiply it by 8. You always follow PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents comes first. Alright, and then multiply the numerators. We can ignore 1 because 1 times 144, the answer is still 144. So 144, just simply ignore 1 class. So 144 times 8. That would be 1,152 meters squared times meters. That would be cubic meters. And then 3 times 1, that's 3. Times 1, that's 3. And then simply divide. So volume of square pyramid is equal to 384. So 1,152 cubic meters divided by 3. The answer is 384 cubic meters. Alright, so that's the volume of the square pyramid. And then last step, let's just simply add this one and then you're all set for example number 2. Alright, so let's add this one. So the total volume is equal to the volume of rectangular prism plus the volume of square pyramid. So the volume of rectangular prism, that's 1,296 cubic meters, plus the volume of square pyramid, that's 384 cubic meters. And then simply add this one using your calculator. 1296 plus 384. And the answer is 1,680 cubic meters. And that would be the total volume. That's it, class. All set. All set for example number 2. So quite complicated, right, for number 2. So I hope you understand this one, class, for number 2. Once again, class, if you have some questions with number 2, do not hesitate to ask, class. You put your question on the comment section down below. Alright, so how about this one, class? You try this one, class, number 3, for me to check if you really understand with example number 2. So you try this one, class, you find the total volume, okay, total volume, and then same scenario, class, you have given slant height, you don't have the given height, okay, so how will you find the volume, class? Same scenario with number 2, class. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. So once again, class, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, class, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.